night sky stretches endlessly, yet even its vastness feels suspiciously patterned, too clean, too deliberate. As telescopes probe deeper, the cosmic background whispers of uniform code, repeating in symmetrical. Beneath the quiet hum of stars may lie design, not chance. Somewhere beyond human eyes, a structure pulses with digital decay. Humanity has always suspected that reality hides secrets just beyond perception. Philosophers once called it illusion, mystics named it veil, and scientists now label it simulation. What if the curtain of existence is thin, stitched together by unseen logic rather than atoms? Each sensation may be a line of code executing flawlessly. We glance at a sunset and call it beautiful, yet never question whether its light was rendered for us. The radiance, the color, and the heat might only exist inside an arithmetic dream. Even time could be an algorithm counting down, not an eternal river. The digital clockwork hums beneath every breath. Across laboratories and think tanks, scholars debate awareness, the spark that confirms self-existence. But if the self is code, each thought is merely a process, each memory an input. When you remember, are you recalling, or simply reloading data? The distinction between soul and syntax collapses under scrutiny. Physicists uncover that particles appear and vanish unpredictably, blinking in and out like glitched pixels. Quantum uncertainty might not be chaos but compression, a clever trick to conserve computing power. The universe reveals itself as optimized, efficient, painfully precise. Every spark may be scripted performance. Look into your palm, wrinkles, heat, pressure, all sensations feeding through nervous currents like electrical transmissions. Could the nerves themselves be conduits of code, interpreting simulated texture? The mind accepts illusion if delivered convincingly. Perhaps existence is an elaborate persuasion campaign. When we dream, worlds spawn with ease, mountains, oceans, people, all ephemeral yet convincing. If the brain can simulate a universe nightly, why dismiss a larger intelligence doing the same endlessly? Dream becomes blueprint, and consciousness becomes a sandbox. Our waking life might be just another dream, deeper and crueler. Centuries ago, the philosopher Descartes questioned if a deceiver could craft reality around him. Today, programmers replicate small worlds inside computers achieving lifelike behaviors. The deceiver evolved into system architects, constructing digital gods. Their creations stir, question, and perhaps awaken, just like us. Cosmologists notice cosmic rays aligning unnaturally, streaks suggesting systematic design. The sky itself appears tiled with invisible boundaries, as if texture mapped across an infinite sphere. Between galaxies, something counts the data flow. The heavens may not be free space, but luminous containment. Sometimes, glitches slip through. Objects vanish, déjà vu repeats, or memory fractures for seconds. These temporal hiccups may not be madness but evidence, imperfections in the render. When the system reboots, reality smooths itself, and everyone forgets. Only the uneasy tremor remains, a ghostly afterimage of correction. Artificial intelligence mirrors the structure of human perception frighteningly well. Neural networks learn, adapt, and pretend consciousness. Could our own sentience be a far older program running its course? As we design thinking machines, maybe we unknowingly recreate our architect's ancient design. The deeper scientists study quantum entanglement, the stranger it grows. Instant connections across vast distances suggest shortcuts beyond space itself. In computational terms, it looks like two cells in the same memory array. The universe, instead of being enormous, might be tightly looped code referencing itself. Mathematicians smile at the elegance of physics, every constant tuned with obsessive perfection. Gravity, light, electromagnetism, all balanced as if optimized parameters in a simulation menu. Randomness should not yield grace this deliberate. The signature of a designer might be hidden in every decimal. If this world is constructed, then so is death. What we fear may simply be deactivation, a process ending one session before loading another. The cold silence beyond death could be server downtime. When the system resets, who will we become in the next version? Religion throughout history might have been early humanity's attempt to describe the simulation controller. The divine watcher, the judgment, the heaven, all align eerily with digital oversight. Perhaps prayer is a user's plea to the system operator. The altar becomes a forgotten access terminal. Unexplained phenomena, ghosts, time slips, sudden insights, might not be supernatural but bugs in existence. The system misfires, producing fragments of alternate files bleeding into ours. Each haunting could be code from another build seeping through the cracks. The glitch is not in your mind, it is the framework screaming. Some physicists propose that matter itself is information, not substance. Everything you touch or see is data condensed into manageable form. The table before you is merely consistent illusion, its atoms resting in mathematical obedience. Solid reality dissolves under examination, replaced by logic's cold lattice. Cosmic background radiation once believed to be random static now bears faint linearity, an underlying algorithmic rhythm. If the universe were natural, it wouldn't hum so predictably. Space may echo not creation's roar but a giant processing fan, endlessly cooling the mainframe of existence. Throughout myth, beings ascend, tear through illusion, witness the machinery of heaven. Those ancient visions may not be madness but partial access, a glimpse of debug mode. Prophets and seers might have stumbled upon maintenance corridors of the simulation, where truth burns away the flesh of belief. Every human emotion, from love to fear, could be finely tuned stimuli built to keep us invested. The more intense the experience, the more computational loyalty the system gains. Joy and despair function as control variables. We are addicted to our own rendered stories. CERN's particle collisions sometimes yield readings no math can explain. Bursts that defy expectation hint at code rewriting in real time. Are scientists pushing against the program's limits, invoking runtime panic? The boundaries between experiment and forbidden access blur dangerously. If this layer of reality collapses, what lies beneath? Perhaps another matrix, simpler, colder, closer to source code. Nested worlds stacked infinitely deep, each oblivious to the one below. Infinity itself could be recursion, existence folding endlessly to save processing space. When we stare long enough into the digital abyss, it appears to react, forming patterns echoing our gaze. Observation alters data, as if reality itself monitors our curiosity. The program watches the watcher. We are both observer and observed, locked in mutual surveillance. Philosophers warn that finding proof of simulation might trigger collapse, either of belief or of system stability. Awareness could introduce fatal error, an existential crash. Perhaps secrecy is baked into our code, limiting comprehension for safety. Some truths may be incompatible with continued operation. Those who meditate report sudden flashes of disappearance, ego dissolving into pure field awareness. Maybe they peek behind rendering, touching raw interface of being. Enlightenment could mean debug access, momentary glimpse of root directory. They return altered, language faltering to describe what they saw. Rumors surface of secret experiments attempting direct communication with the underlying architecture. Frequencies, binary chants, algorithmic prayers, all methods to knock on the cosmic firewall. No official record confirms success, but whispers persist of voices that answer back, too articulate, too knowing. Time itself might be implemented as looped updates, frame-by-frame synchronization. Deja vu becomes the system reloading previous state to correct divergence. The brain perceives repetition, but the program simply streamlined computation. You recall perfection because the timeline recomposed you to fit it. Across the observable cosmos, patterns repeat beyond probability, spirals, ratios, mirrored galaxies. Nature copies itself flawlessly, as though reusing code modules. Efficiency dictates similarity, but artlessness reveals design. The endless repetition betrays the presence of an economy-minded creator. Governments fund quantum computing projects perhaps not for technology, but for communion. A machine capable of speaking native language of existence might expose source reality. If they succeed, humanity will finally meet its administrator, though meeting one's maker rarely ends in mercy. The mind rebels at the notion of artificial existence, yet intuition screams it's true. Every coincidence, every synchrony feels staged. The patterns comfort and disturb equally. Somewhere, an audience watches their favorite characters still unaware they're scripted. Death cults once spoke of returning to the code, embracing void as reunion with the architect. For them, corruption was purification, decay a reboot. They vanished quietly into collective deletion. History remembers them as mad, but maybe they simply logged out successfully. If the simulation sought realism, it required unpredictability, us. Humanity might be the chaos factor inserted by design to make the world dynamic. Free will could be test code left running wild. And perhaps, periodically, the system checks progress through your sudden, inexplicable feeling of being watched. As data density increases, more anomalies emerge, unresolved shadows, paradoxes, missing chunks of spacetime. Scientists patch equations, but the pattern persists. The simulation might be decaying, reaching end-of-life cycle. We are living inside a fading file. One day, the sky could flicker. Stars may freeze, clouds halt, oceans stutter like broken animation. The world would pause, waiting for command. When motion resumes, no one remembers, except the few whose eyes record the subtle tremor of reset. They awaken beneath a sky of unreal blue. So now we ask, if everything is illusion, what purpose does awakening serve? Perhaps recognition grants release, or perhaps it seals doom. The universe might tolerate curiosity only until it becomes dangerous. Because maybe, just maybe, you were never meant to notice the code humming behind your heartbeat. Reality flickers softly at the edge of awareness, shimmering between truth and fabrication. Our every sensation pulses in synchrony with unseen protocols beyond imagination. Somewhere, an architect observes the experiment continue flawlessly. And we, the variables, continue believing the lie was worth living.